Hello, Stockholmeyer Pandas. I'm Mr. Witter. I'm your principal.
Mrs. Mason, assistant principal.
Mrs. Jacobson, assistant principal.
We are going to have a great year. We are really looking forward to getting to know you. And you're going to see us in your classrooms. You're going to see us at recess. You'll see us at your school events. And right now, we want to talk to you about the expectations that we have of you while you're here at Stockholmeyer. And we call those the Stockholmeyer norms. And we think it's a big part of what makes this a great school. The Stockholmeyer Panda norms. So there's 3 of them. The first is to make safe decisions. The second is to treat everyone with respect and kindness. And the third is to be inclusive. So just a little bit about each one. So the first one, making safe decisions. I mean, this is for before school, it's for recess time, it's for in class, and it should just be always asking yourselves, am I being safe to myself? Am I being safe to others? Could this hurt anyone? And questions like that. With treating everybody with respect and kindness, when we say everybody, this is your friends, it's people you don't know, it's adults, and it's the school. So we'll give you some examples of, picking up trash and keeping our school clean, which is super important, and that's part of respecting the school. Being inclusive, at Stockholmeyer, we include everybody. So on the playground or in class, of course, and we'll talk a little bit more about examples of games, but everyone is welcome to be a part of our games.
Safety on the playground. First, we'll discuss the areas that are off limits, the boundaries of our school. Do not cross over yellow lines except for when you're walking to pick up your hot lunch. Here are 2 second graders showing that they know that they do not cross over the yellow line. 4th and 5th graders, your teachers leave out lunch bins for you to place your lunches in. Do not cross the yellow line to put your lunchbox in your backpack or to get things out of your backpacks. 4th and 5th graders, only cross this line to use the restroom. Once you have finished using the restroom, you will walk back to the playground area. Do not play past this yellow line. The track is our boundary. Do not play behind trees or bushes where we can't see you. The sidewalk in Ortega Park is off limits. Do not play on the sidewalk or go into Ortega Park. Walk at all times on the blacktop and concrete area. However, you may run on the grass area. These first grade students know what to do.
Moving on, let's review our playground procedures. First up is sitting down while eating. Kinder, first, and second grade students, please sit at your assigned picnic table. Third, fourth, and fifth grade students, stay in the designated eating area surrounding the picnic tables. Remember to stay out of the play structure area. During lunch, everyone should remain seated until you hear the whistles, then follow the appropriate routine. At lunch, you will hear whistles that signal different actions. The first whistle you hear tells you it's time to pack up and pick up. Clean up your lunch and scraps. In addition, you should pick up 2 additional pieces of trash and throw it away. The second whistle you hear means you can walk to place your lunch in your lunch bin. You should not be crossing a yellow line to put your lunch away. Once your lunch is put away appropriately, you are free to play within our school boundaries. It is okay if you have not finished eating by the first whistle. You may continue eating until you are done, but remember to throw away 2 pieces of trash and put away your lunchbox before you go to play.
Do not make up your own rules to games. If you are not clear of game rules, such as Foursquare, ask your teacher or yard duty. Your teacher and our yard duties all have the game rules. At the end of recess and lunch, students, you will hear the bell ring. When you hear the bell ring, you are to squat down until you hear the yard duty blow a whistle. Then walk, not run, to your classroom line where you will line up calmly and quietly. Watch the video of our 5th graders demonstrating how to squat, then walk to their lines.
The upper play structure needs to be clear until school is out for everybody at 3:05. So primary students, I know it can be tempting to use that play structure, but it's really important for our upper grade classes that it's clear and that we're not playing on there. So we need to be sure that you know, and we need to be sure that you're telling your parent as well if you're waiting for an upper grade student. Respecting our school. A lot of times we talk about the respect that we need to show to other people, and it's really important that we're respecting our school as well. So we have an example right here, and we saw this video clip of kids picking up trash, and this is just so important if we want our school to look great, that we're always picking up our trash and making sure that it is clean. And another one is the bathrooms. We need to make sure that the bathrooms look just like they do in this picture, and they should all of the time. If we're cleaning up our trash, if we're treating them with respect, this is what our bathrooms should look like.
Be inclusive. We do not have lockouts here at Stocklemire. Everyone is welcome to play in games. This is part of what makes school a special place to be. We are inclusive of everyone. If you're having trouble finding a friend, maybe your friend is absent from school or you just want someone to play with, we have a place for you to go called the Buddy Bench. Buddy benches are located in the kinder yard next to the garden, in the primary yard next to room 25, and the upper yard just outside rooms 15 and 19. If you see someone sitting on the bench, the caring thing to do is invite them to hang out with you. That's having Panda Pride.
Who are the people who can help you if you're hurt, sad, or have a problem? First, anyone who has an orange vest can help you, such as Mr. Scott and Mrs. Hong. We, Mr. Witter, Mrs. Mason, and Mrs. Jacobson, and of course your teachers, can also help you when you're hurt or have a problem.
Bullying is something that's just very serious, and so something that we need to go over in this video. And bullying is when one person purposely tries to hurt others over and over. And sometimes someone is hurting someone else physically. Sometimes it's with their words, and it can be a few ways. But those are all considered to be bullying. And the number one thing that we can be doing to stop bullying and to make sure that bullying does not happen at Stocklemire is to be sure that you get help. And I don't just mean the person that's being bullied. Schools that really don't have bullying, the number one thing they do is that the people that are watching, the other people that see it happening, they get help. They don't just watch it and say, oh, I feel sorry for that person, but they get help to make sure that it stops. So we have a video, and you can see right here, let's just say if one person was bullying another, one of the bystanders that was watching it didn't just stand there. He ran off to get help from a yard duty to make sure that we can stop it. If you're not following our Stocklemire norms, what is going to happen is consequences. And what that's usually going to look like is you're going to be talking to an adult about what happened. We're going to be problem solving it with you and talking about what you need to do better next time. And then there'll be consequences as well. And that might be a loss of a privilege. It might be a timeout. It might be not being able to play with someone else. But a logical consequence for what happened. And what we want overall is for it to not happen again. One of the most serious consequences that we have is suspension. So suspension is when you're not allowed to come to school because whatever happened is that bad. And we hope that does not happen to any of you. But I also think it's important to go over what some of the most common reasons are why somebody might be suspended. So fighting is very serious. There is no place for it at school, and you could get suspended for it. Having weapons is another, and of course there is no place for it at school. If you ever by mistake have anything like a weapon at school, you need to tell your teacher right away. Stealing is very serious, and it's wrong, and it's something that you could get suspended for. as well as damaging the school. And of course, that's not showing respect to the school, and it's also that serious that you could be suspended for it. Thank you, Stockholmeyer students, for watching our Behavior Expectations video.
Stockholmeyer.